know for the rage bait, bro.
It's been
These
2
low hanging
years, and
fruit.
she was literally giving you boys plenty of time to get your stuff together. Cause you know what time it is. Oi, think, oi, think.
Oh, City.
Put in the work, they discredit the work, man, you gotta be kidding me. Only really realize when they treating you lower than 10 keys. Got these strangers, they claiming they kin to me. Now my shoulder be colder than 10 degrees. Don't you hate when they talking a lot but not doing a lot and they draining your energy? Man, I got them on mute when I talk down. They run the game without a move from the waist down. Been gone for a minute, but I'm back now. Mister, every time you see me, got a new sound. Being lanes in the space for a hot minute. And the scale being off, check the analytics. Real talk, when the game slows down, they need a new sound. Take a guess who you think did it. Go time, they can see when I lace. Okay. I'm the one when they talk about taste. Okay. Damn bad out of luck, doing too much. I see the cramp up when they move on my pace. Okay. East side got a song to rotate. Okay. It's a hit, make my way to home base. Okay. Time's up, now you stuck all in the rush. You need to catch up while I set on my case. Talking about run it up. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
All right, MP, you ready? Hey, should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got food already. Huh?
Those leftovers are old.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of it. When your team is looking at a back-to-back, how do you approach the first game of the two-tip?
Well, I think you may go to your bench a little bit more early, lengthen your rotation, especially if the game isn't all that close. You're not going to see any starters play heavy minutes in that situation.
Are you thinking as a coach we have a better chance against this team than that team? Does it ever enter that kind of conversation?
It definitely does, but it could also be a dangerous approach if you think there's a particular matchup that doesn't favor you in some way.
It seems like MP is always in the news nowadays. Recently, he was featured on the cover of Slam magazine.
A special honor for him for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if he grew up a fan of Slam like many players before him. This recognition has to feel weirdly nostalgic in a way.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Then there's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Zorber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Wallace. Following the miss by Julius Randle. To the middle. Here's SGA. Good defense by MP.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Outside, Reed. McDaniels on the wing. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
SGA, no good.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Randle a screen on Wallace. Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Off target from three-point range. The Thunder have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And a wide open look for SGA. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
Outside, Edwards. McDaniels outside. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
The coaching staff had them prepared with a great game plan, and they went out and executed.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Both shots good from the stripe. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, it's forcing them to guard at all 3 levels.
Here's Zorber. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Here's MP after the made shot from Chet Holmgren. MP kicks to Randle. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Wallace. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. SGA passes to Wallace. Tries it from the top of the key. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
They get a hand on it. Good defense by MP. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game up. Randle with a screen for MP. Back to Randle, and Randle throws it down.
Wow, MP really learning how to run that pick and roll. That was nice.
SGA kicks to Wallace. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
MP finds Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Williams with the steal. On the wing, Wallace. Down low. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points so far.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's MP. Still yet to score. Pass to Reed. Now Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards. Showing off right now.
Holmgren outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against McDaniel. Pass to Sorber. And it's good, 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Randall outside. And here's Edwards. Lets it go with the 3. Cans it from downtown. 5 points in the game.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. A different look for Oklahoma City. Wiggins is checked in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Mitchell in for Wallace. Nobody near Williams. Sinks the triple.
The consistency Williams has developed from deep is a critical part of his game. You can't let him get that open.
Green with a screen for MP. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists in the game. Wiggins outside. Gilgeous-Alexander against DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it.
And you know his coach loves to see that. That is a textbook box out.
Mitchell against MP. Pass to DiVincenzo. There's the pick. Fires the 3. Stolen. And here is Mitchell. Still scoreless. Here's SGA. SGA double team. Here's Sorber. That 3 off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, but this is a team they faced and beat in the postseason a year ago.
It's critical you find a way to run MP off the line out there. He has that as a big part of his game.
And here is Williams. Following the 3-pointer by MP. And Wiggins throws it down.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one thing that makes Shea so effective is his command of the basketball. He can go either direction and stop on a dime.
It seems like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Tim, has the ball handling and finishing package of a player 6 inches shorter. What he does at his size is really amazing.
Yeah, I think he has the offensive game of a shorter player because he thought he was only going to be 6'1". He got to 6'6". So now you've got this incredible array of shot making around the rim with a much taller player. That is a difficult combination to deal with.
So he had to readjust not only physically but mentally how he approached the game, correct?
Absolutely. It changed everything for his approach.
Collins checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Mitchell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment to check out MP here. Over the last month, he has been spectacular, putting up about 22 points per 10 assists and 4 rebounds. And it says a lot that when we see numbers like this from him, we aren't
even shocked. He's that good.
Yeah, his production is crucial to this team. They've sort of built around him, and it's why so many things are run through him.
Now, here's MP. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Holmgren's got 7 points.
And stretching out his shot from deep, Holmgren has developed some pretty solid range.
Outside, Robinson jacks up a three. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 4 assists in the game. Now, here's Mitchell. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. MP inside. He's guarded by Collins.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Mitchell dishes to Holmgren. Holmgren with a screen on DiVincenzo. Holmgren is doubled. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Minnesota in the lead. MP passes to DiVincenzo. Back to MP. Here's the screen. And no good on the last second attempt this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Timberwolves lead by 2. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Minnesota.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. DiVincenzo and Edwards are your perimeter players. And it's MP in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Grizzlies really contributed. He finished with 19 points, and he also dished out plenty of assists, something we're used to seeing. All around, he just seemed unstoppable, getting everything he wanted. Hopefully, he's got more of that energy for us tonight.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
And so here is Oklahoma City following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Wiggins sets a screen for Mitchell. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. On the wing, MP. No good from outside.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Back to Caruso. And he drives in. Kicks it out to Mitchell. High post shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Edwards got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So you can talk about the physical challenges, Tim, of today's game. One thing the players have a little easier, certainly, is the way they travel from game to game.
Well, there is no question about that. I didn't even get on a charter till the middle of my NBA career.
Oh, my goodness.
In the mid-90s. We were still flying commercial to that point, but there's no doubt travel is better for players. I think also some of the things they've added for guys, like massage therapists and acupuncturists and even personal chefs, all of that makes it a little bit easier for today's NBA player.
Now, if we could do it for the broadcasters, that would really be a win.
Sign me up, Kevin. I'll be right there, reclining fully right next to you.
And Edwards slams it in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Now here's Wallace. 11-point game his last outing. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Here is Edwards. He's coming off a 22-point game against Memphis.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Mitchell kicks to Holmgren. And it's in there. Holmgren's got 14 points.
Guys, this is what you call a generational talent. Holmgren is bound to fill up the highlight reel every night he plays.
Randall a screen on Wallace. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Now, here's Mitchell. Holmgren in the post. He's against Reed. Holmgren can't hit. Timberwolves leading by 8. Reed with a screen for Edwards. There's Anthony Edwards. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now here's Wiggins. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New Orleans. And stolen by MP. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. A 3. And there's Edwards on the assist by MP. Edwards got 19 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Crosses over. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Williams.
Yeah, Williams is one of the most dynamic players we have in this league. That time really showing you his handle.
Oh, whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Mitchell. Here's Wallace. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Now, here's MP. 10-point lead. Wallace against Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Deflects the pass. Holmgren with the steal. Williams against Edwards. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 10. And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big men. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Now Williams, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Wiggins, a screen on Edwards. And Wiggins throws it down.
A beautiful job running pick and roll right there. Williams showing you how dynamic he can be as a playmaker.
Outside, Reed. Vando passes to Edwards. Nice defense from Wallace. Thunder trailing by 8. At the elbow, Williams. It's good. Williams has got his third basket of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
So both teams making some changes here. And this is a good time to bring you a rundown of the hottest three-point bombers from the shooting guard position over the course of the last 10 games. You look at Robinson. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range. When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Lyles checked in for the Thunder. And the dunk by Lyles.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called punting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
No problems knocking that one down. 10 points for Williams.
Yeah, that's the modern NBA right now. Give up the three on one end and have an answer the other way. Williams, great job with the response.
Now, here's MP. 10 points for him. Here's Robinson. Rebound by Williams.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
I'm not sure what he was thinking right there, but we see this in this game sometimes.
Wallace. And it's Wallace with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now, here's MP. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. Clock at 4. Puts one up from 19. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing by 2. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, guys. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it. And if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Minnesota. On defense, the Thunder. On the wing, Green. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Outside, SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Holmgren is doubled. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. Outside Robinson from downtown, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Drills the three-pointer. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City. MP deciding where to go with it. to DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander against MP. Outside for Robinson. They get it again. Here's Beranger. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Now, here's Holmgren. 17 points for him last game against New Orleans.
And you factor in his defense as well. 3 blocks on the night, really making his presence felt.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Welcome, folks. EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
They're letting that team fire away from deep, and it's not doing them any favors. Something got to change, Jet.
Yeah, hard to win when you're giving guys all day to shoot.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. At the guard spots, we'll be seeing Gilgeous-Alexander and Wall. Jalen Williams is out there with Chet Holmgren. And Ed Sorber in at the center. And here comes the break. Here's Randall. It's 3. Bounded by Oklahoma City. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. It'll be a jump ball. Pass to SGA. Wallace with a screen on Randall. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sorber for the lead. Minnesota with the rebound. MP's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Reed with a screen on Wallace. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Here's MP. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on MP. Here comes Shea. The teardrop falls in. SGA's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Thunder. Randall a screen on Wallace. Right side, Reed. McDaniels outside. To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. To the paint. Good. The nice assist for Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Edwards kicks to Reed. Back to Edwards. And another basket to his impressive total. It's his 9th against 12 attempts.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant.
Well, that's an excellent contest, and then he finished the play with a tough rebound.
MP, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Oh, crafty move there from MP to get to the foul line. The young man, fearless inside.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 12. The kick out to Williams. Back to SGA. On the wing, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Wallace. The offensive rebound. It's up a 3. He can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Edwards looking it over. For the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Bounce pass from Williams. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it from 12. SGA's got 14 points.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Over in the corner, Randall. Back to MP. And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Thunder on D. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's MP. Oh, watch out, MP! Throws it down.
Well, life is good when you have someone as young as MP showing that much poise running pick and roll.
SGA finds Williams. They set the screen. Down low. Here's Sorber. Lock at 6. Reed with the defensive effort. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Kicks it out to MP. Reed with a screen for MP. For the lead. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do. MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Randall. Reed with a screen on Holmgren. Up and in on the layup. Reed's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. Now, that's why you can now run the offense for him.
Well, I'm not sure if he was surprised to be that wide open, but something got him out of focus.
Holmgren with the steal. Oh, and here comes SGA all alone. Count that one. 16 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Oklahoma City.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
In the corner, Wallace with it. To the inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I love the aggressiveness. Holmgren really on a roll now.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. Here's MP. He's got 16. Mitchell with the steal. Here's Williams. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
MP finds DiVincenzo. Now here's Green. Defended by Holmgren. DiVincenzo with the screen for Green. Pass to MP. Just 4 to shoot. And they double up MP. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Thunder leading by 6. That's good for Mitchell on the assist by SGA. SGA's got his 4th assist in this one. Mitchell against MP. Inside. A nice shot by Beringer. Berenger's got his 2nd bucket.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. A shot by Williams, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the 2nd half. Green passes to DiVincenzo. Robinson a screen on Mitchell. MP kicks to Robinson. On the wing, Green. Pass to MP. And they double up MP.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
SGA against DiVincenzo. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Mitchell. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. From deep 3-point land. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
MP dishes to Robinson. Launches a 3, and Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sorber. Kicks it out to Mitchell. A 3-pointer off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 4. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And an intentional foul right there.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Collins checked in for Oklahoma City. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Williams. Here's Holmgren. Makes it off the glass. Holmgren's got 20 points.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
DiVincenzo passes to MP. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
The Timberwolves made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And the big question for MP is going to be work ethic. Because if he can put in the sweat, there's no reason he can't be a star in this league.
And the Thunder making a change here. Caruso's checked in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Mitchell against MP. MP powers through the contact inside.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Mitchell kicks to Holmgren. Wiggins passes to Caruso. For three, Mitchell. A three-pointer is right on target. Mitchell's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
MP outside. Pass to Robinson. Back to MP. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got his third basket of the night right there. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Pull from the top of the key. Not going to go that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Oklahoma City out in front. They're up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that.
He's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Thunder making a switch here. Hey, guys, what do you think about the... offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
Their accuracy in this one has just been on another level. I mean, the three ball keeps falling, and the defense just hasn't been able to run them off the line.
Well, how about the damage they've done attacking the basket? The defense has had no answers for how to slow them down in that area. I love the aggressiveness.
After the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randall. MP out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. McDaniels misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Wallace finds SGA. And they take the lead. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 20.
Well, that's why SGA has proven he's one of the most natural scorers in this league.
MP outside. MP going to work inside.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
On the wing, Williams. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Edwards. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Wallace misses.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, so fast in transition. Gilgeous-Alexander gets it done.
Well, it's a pivotal point in this game, and you expect SGA to step up.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. MP against Gilgeous Alexander. MP cleared away by SGA.
Yeah, that's a sigh of relief heard from the bench. Weak defense didn't cost him that time.
Holmgren, oh, the dunk!
Now that's got to excite Holmgren's fans. If he keeps improving his handles, watch out.
Now, MP. Edwards, off target from outside.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Gilgeous Alexander. Wallace outside. 5 to shoot. Now Holmgren. Williams. And he misses the J. Now Randall. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
And you'll never see Randall back down in a big moment. He's looking to be the guy when they need a bucket.
Layup, no good. And so, MP will bring it up for Minnesota. Reed with a screen on SGA. Takes the three. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Double team on Gilgeous Alexander. Does not go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, trying to get some easy ones.
Oh, he is just flat out clutch. MP embraces whenever the spotlight is on him. Now, this team knows they can rely on him in these situations. He is so consistent at the free throw line.
Oklahoma City's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Outside, Gilgeous Alexander. On the wing, Wallace, covered by MP.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Reed with a screen on SGA. For 3. The shot misses.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
And the Timberwolves call time here. They trail by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
MP. McDaniels fires. And he does not hit. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line. No good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. Let's now go courtside and join Jennifer Quintana. Jennifer?
This was a hard game to get a read on. At times, you looked dialed in defensively, but when you needed a key stop, you just couldn't get it. How frustrating was this loss?
It's disappointing, definitely.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Jennifer, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks.
Nah, it's gonna talk. I need to record these things.